you need a new camera, right? This is Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen.
Jen also needs a new camera.
I take photos with my telephone.
So Jen can go out right now and spend thousands of dollars on a new camera, lenses, SD cards, filters. But wait, before you go, here are 5 things you need to consider. Number 1, Jen, are you willing to invest in lenses?
Well, as someone who's been looking through glass since the age of 8, I know that lenses are clearly important.
And 8-year-old Jen would be right. Lenses impact on the image more than the camera itself. It's all about sharpness, contrast, range, speed, and that creamy bokeh. What camera you buy will impact on the type of lens ecosystem you'll have access to in the future, and ultimately how much you want to deplete your savings account. Because lenses can be seriously expensive. Like seriously. You can also save yourself the trouble of dealing with interchangeable lenses by going for a fixed lens camera. But at that point, you should probably just stick with your phone.
So Jen, which brand ecosystem would you like to go with? Canon, Nikon, Fuji?
My favorite.
Okay. Number 2, Jen, are you willing to learn editing or post-processing of your photos?
I'm willing to develop my skills.
Jen is right on the money because processing your photos is super important. Most cameras these days shoot RAW, which means the photo is basically minimally processed data from the camera sensor. The plus is that RAW photos hold way more information than a JPEG, but it needs to be processed to look good.
Jen, are you willing to learn the RAW workflow for your photos?
I would be lying if I said no. RAW.
You can use software like Adobe Lightroom and Capture One to process your images. It can be a long learning curve, but post-processing will truly unlock your camera's power.
Sounds like there's no negatives about that.
Number 3. 3? Have you recently been to an art gallery?
Yes.
Excellent work, Jen, because the most important thing about photography, yes, even more important than the camera, lens, or post-processing, is understanding how light and composition work in a frame. The best way to do so is to go to a gallery. Although we've only had about 150 years of photography, we have access to hundreds more years of paintings where you can see how light and composition work.
You will never be a better photographer if you don't work on these 2 things. No amount of gear will help you.
So it's important to develop these skills.
Number 4, buy or received used.
Thank you very much.
No, we're filming right now.
Sorry.
Sometimes you can get a great deal on a used camera. Loads of people buy cameras and lenses they don't end up using, and you just might be the lucky upcycler. But another tip is to maybe hit up a photographer friend of yours and ask if you can borrow an old camera of theirs to learn on.
Once you spend a bit of time learning, then you'll know exactly what you need in a camera.
So don't make a snap decision. Can I take the camera now?
No, we've got one last thing.
Oh.
Number 5, do you have a camera already? Jen, I distinctly remember that you have a camera already.
Yes.
So what's wrong with this camera and why do you need a new one?
Sometimes you may think you need a new camera, and the consumerist web of the YouTube algorithm feeds you more propaganda every day on how you need this new camera.
But look at this!
The Nikon Z9.
Leica SL2S.
What's up, everybody? We're talking about the Canon R5.
2 new crop sensor cameras. The Sony a7S III is incredible.
I feel like we are missing something. Yeah, that's better. But anyway, do you actually need a new camera? Can you breathe life into your neglected old camera body? Perhaps by buying a new lens, or learning how to post-process, or developing your photography skills further.
Oh my god, Jen! This camera is from 2009! Yes, you need a new camera.
Good, because I've been focusing on all your tips.
Alright, well let us know what Jen should get in the comments below, and if you're not a beginner, we have a review of the new Canon R5C up here. Alright, let's go Jen to the next nondescript camera store.